Welcome to the first all-English edition of Jappo's My T-shirt. Oh, the sun is okay? Yeah, kind of. Oh. So this edition is about my first T-shirt I bought in Poland. It's called Konstytucja, which means Constitution, or in German Verfassung. And you can get it also in gray and I guess many different other colors. So why I think this T-shirt is so important for Poland. Before I start, I want to give you a quick, a brief view on Poland's history, at least for the last 250 years. Okay? Oh. This one we're gonna talk later about. So let's get back to the original one. The original one, not this one. So why do I think that this is so important for Poland? Okay, I got a bunch of notes here. I will try to make it in one shot. If that doesn't work, I have to edit it. So, the first Polish constitution was established on the 3rd of May in 1791, and at that time that was the only constitution which is actually worth called this in all over Europe, the first modern constitution. That's something you can be proud about. Okay, and unfortunately that was after the first divide of Poland between Austria, Russia and Germany. Let's not forget that. And that was in 1772. Then there came the first Polish constitution. Then 1793 was the second divide, and in 1795 the third divide, and that's when Poland actually disappeared from the European map. I mean, it was not there anymore. It didn't exist for almost 100 years, up until the end of the First World War in 1918, and then Poland reappeared on the map. So and after that everything was okay for a while, up until the year 39 till 45. Holocaust, invasion by Germany, that was not a good period for Poland. And after the Second World War there was, some call it the fourth divide, when the whole of Poland got shifted almost 200 kilometers to the east, because Russia wanted some of the eastern parts of Poland. Yeah, and then there was communism for a long time. So you can see Polish history was, you can call it troubled. What? Again? Hey, you're too early. You're up later. Get back to the original. Yeah, that's kind of original. I can live with grey. We can all live with grey now. Okay, so let's stick with this one for now. So where were we? Communism. Yep. Okay. Polish people never liked communism. They always had a strong sense of patriotism due to the history, and yeah, I mean, then I was there's not much about to say to communism. So next milestone, so to say, is when Pope Johann II, the first and, as far as I know, only Polish Pope, visited Poland in 1979. And that's only one of the few moments in history I can think about where religion actually, or church, united the people. So they became a force. And in 1980, there was the Solidarność. Originally, it was a union, steelworking union, with Lech Walesa as spokesman, leader. And they went on strike. General Jaruzelski, by that time they had a military dictatorship in Poland, declared war law on Poland, and that came to an end, and some kind of democracy was involved as much as it was possible for a country being a member of the Warsaw Pact. So yeah, and then there was actually Poland is one of the reasons why the Iron Curtain came down. So, and Lech Walesa became president after that. So now we can get back to the T-shirt. Konstytucja means constitution. You might have noticed T and Ja is different. As far as I know, T means you and Ja means me or I. So everybody is a part of Constitution. So how did this T-shirt actually came to life? So actually the whole initiative was actually a poster initiative, and that was based on a project. I have to read that now from the project was called Illustrated Democracy by Mariana Just, I write it down, I can't possibly read it, and Edgar Buck. So and then the painter and artist invented that, and his name is Luka Rajski. So that thing actually became viral. So T-shirts, buttons, cups here. Konstytucja cup. Let's have a freedom coffee. So all over Poland, churches, statues, everything was like covered or with posters, T-shirts, whatever, with this Konstytucja. And the thing why this whole thing came up is like that I have to be careful now, because since I don't Poland well, basically everything I'm saying here is just my personal opinion, you know, and that's what Constitution also guarantees to every member of a democracy, having your own opinion. So the people who started that initiative had a problem with the Peace Party, which means, and sorry for my Polish, Prawo i Sprawiedliwość, I don't know, that basically means right and justice. And since the Peace Party, let's put it this way, tries to bend the Constitution in their favor, a lot of people in Poland had a problem with this, because they have a history of Constitution. I mean, think about it. 1791. Oh, that's almost 230 years ago. First modern constitution in Europe. And that was kind of a uprising is too much, a demonstration, call it whatever you want. So actually that's how, with this initiative, Poland represented their pride of having a constitution, and it is not okay to violate that. And I totally agree. thumbs up Poland, definitely. And a little fun fact about the printer who did all these posters. Actually, this initiative started in 2016. The printer was supposed to print a few thousand posters on a weekend, and he got so into that he continued printing posters without charge, without any extra charge, because he was so into that, and he thought, yeah, that's something to support. Okay, keeps showing up. So this one here, I had my problems with. I didn't get it. So I will, and that is connected to Lech Walesa, the one I mentioned before. And how can I show it to you? Give me a second. You see? So Lech Walesa, you know, he's kind of big now. So when he wore this Konstytucja t-shirt, but he didn't close his jacket. So that's how the Otua t-shirt got evolved. And I knew it had something to do with it, but I didn't get it. Now I know. Otua, it's like the secret version of Konstytucja. So, how did I become aware of those t-shirts? On my way to work, I was driving past those, you know, those advertising columns. You call them Litfaß column in Germany. And there was a guy with a t-shirt, Konstytucja, and it was at the time of election. And I thought it was actually like advertising for a party. And then I asked around at work, and they explained the whole thing to me. So, Konstytucja, dobrze. Keep going on the streets and claim your constitution.